Well, I'm here backstage with and so watch you from afar from Ireland, who've just finished their show here at the Welcome to the Village Festival. First of all, guys, thank you so much for talking to us just right after the show. How are you doing?
Good, yeah.
Yeah?
Very good.
Well, since you just played, the most obvious and inevitable question: did you guys enjoy yourself up there?
It was awesome. Yeah, a lot of fun. Nice crowd, nice atmosphere. Just seems to be a really nice sort of festival vibe throughout the whole place. So it's we wished we'd kind of been here from Friday, I think, so we could have absorbed more of the kind of atmosphere. But yeah, we had a lot.
Was there any time to have a look around and maybe?
I think we got here about half an hour before to change over, so it was kind of like, okay, here we are, let's go, and then we had the changeover and play. But it was a lot of fun. So hopefully we can get invited back and maybe play again.
Great. Well, we would enjoy that. So how's the festival season treated you so far?
It's been really good. We had quite a hectic one last weekend where we had 4 festivals in 4 days in 4 different countries. So it was sort of airport, then festival, then airport, then festival, like quite intense. Yeah. So it was quite nice today just to fly in, play, finish early and enjoy it. But yeah, it's been really fun. We have a few more this summer before we head off and tour again. And we'll be back actually in Holland in September as well.
For club shows?
For club shows, yeah.
Well, I've seen you guys play for the first time. Was it a festival at Lowlands Festival, 2010? You were the first band playing, I think, and blew everybody away. Do you recall that show?
Yeah, vaguely recall. I think we'd played Pukkelpop the night before, and we may have partied a little bit at Pukkelpop. So I remember when we arrived at Lowlands, it was like we'd been sleeping in the van all day, and then the van pulled up at the back of the stage, and we kind of walk out. It's like, Jesus, this huge big stage. So, and yeah, I remember it being incredible. Like we've been really fortunate with I guess people come and see us at festivals. So yeah, it was.
But I think you were in good company because everybody was just woken up and was getting the sleep out of their eyes. Yeah. But that was 2010. I think 2010 was a good year for you guys here in Holland. Was sort of a breakthrough year. You did Eurosonic Festival first in Groningen. When you look back on that, what are your feelings?
Yeah, everything sort of changed once we did Eurosonic. I remember when we got booked for it. I hadn't really heard of it, and it was like, what are we doing? Like we sort of heard it was a bit like South by Southwest, so we went and played it. Little did we know that loads of festival bookers had come to see us, and there was a bit of a buzz or whatever. So as soon as we did that, we just started playing loads of festivals and started to tour. And yeah, I guess in a way it was for us a bit of a breakthrough year.
It definitely opened us up into mainland Europe, I think, for the touring and all and the different festivals.
You just mentioned the busy tour schedule. I think you guys are maybe one of the hardest working bands at this moment, and touring a lot, doing not only festivals but just touring and touring. How do you find time to even write new material, for instance?
Soundcheck. we just jam whenever we get a chance, and we record little things on our phone and then we play them to each other, and just every time we get a spare minute we try and get together and make stuff. So we've got absolutely loads of material for the next album already, so I think it's going to be really good.
There's a new album, All Hell Bright Futures. Maybe it's just in the name, but it seems to sound a bit lighter, maybe. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think, at the time we were writing as a 3-piece. After Tony had kind of departed and things, and we were kind of at a sort of crossroads in our heads as to where we were going or what we were going to do, and we had a chat about things and just said, we have ideas. I think we had 6 or 7 ideas at that time, and we just decided that we were going to go in and track them in the studio. So it was the first time that we had kind of finished writing songs in the studio, when we actually wrote some of the album in the studio, and it was a very different experience for us, because the first 2 records we kind of had, we knew what we were going to go in and record, and then we kind of embellished it slightly on those, whereas this time we kind of had like full freedom while we were there, and it's kind of like, it's record and try something, whatever you want to do, whatever, and it definitely kind of helped the finished product kind of feel a bit kind of lighter, mood-wise, I think, compared to Gangs, it was a fairly dark record because we were all kind of like in a pretty bad place. But it was definitely a reflection of kind of the mood in the camp at the time, because we'd been through quite a rough patch, and then we were in the studio and we knew that we wanted to have it finished by a certain time period, and we were pretty chilled out and kind of just weren't afraid to sort of push ourselves away from where we were normally kind of comfortable and try out new things. And yeah, all hell bright futures is the end result that you kind of hear that.
Whenever we first started the band, and me and Johnny were setting up our MySpace, I remember we very precisely we were trying to decide our genre, and the only thing we could kind of figure out was kind of experimental. I remember that being the first thing, and I think we've always really, I think we had to sort of feel that we were staying true to that in a way, and that, I mean, we feel like we, on each record, on each song, you really got to be doing something new. Maybe not in the world, maybe not, maybe it's not the newest thing anyone's ever heard, but for yourself personally, I think that's how we feel, and that I think that's, you can be in a band for many reasons, but I think for us we feel like we're in a band to progress and to be musicians and to experiment. And so whenever we did the first record, it felt so new and fresh to us, and when we did Gangs, we stretched out a little bit more. So with All Hail Bright Futures, I think we really wanted to sort of maintain that kind of scary element of doing something that don't feel safe doing. You don't feel, you're stepping out of your comfort zone. And I think, yeah, as long as you trust that that the end product sounds good, then I think, that's the way we've just got to continue as a band, and hopefully with the next one we will. I mean, the more you step outside of your comfort zone, that suddenly the huger the sort of field that you can harvest of ideas, and it's just like, it's a very liberating experience to kind of like drop any preconceptions you have of how to do things, any processes that you feel safe doing. It's nice to just kind of abandon them and step into uncharted territory. Like I said, we've always just been a band that trust that if we do something and it sounds like madness and pretentious rubbish, we'll know if we'll go, what are we doing? This is terrible. So it's about experimenting, and then knowing this is good. We want people to hear this. So I guess with every record, we want it to feel like the first time we put out a record. It's got to feel like this is new to us. We love it, and we hope you love it. Right.
Did you guys know that you were voted, this week you were voted one of the most creative people in Ireland by Irish, what was it, I think Irish Post or irishtimes.com? Yeah, did you guys know that?
Yeah, we sort of.
I don't know how that works with a band, but you, as a band, you're a person.
I read that on Twitter, and like, it's ridiculous. I don't know, like maybe whoever's writing it, I don't know. Maybe we just paid them lots of money. Or
well, there weren't really a lot of musicians on that list, so what do you guys think should be on there?
That's a tough one.
Who have we not met yet here in Holland that we should, from Ireland?
That is a good one. I mean, lots of friends of ours, a band called Axis of, who are incredible. Sure. These guys
here.
Show
the cameras.
Yeah. Huge, heavy, melodic thunder pop. We have like friends, Adabisi Shank, who are incredible. Hornets at home, there's loads. There's like a wealth of just, I mean, Ireland is where the writers and the poets and the artists, that's where they came from. So there's still a wealth of it there if you can go find it.